Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to Crystal Vision 1111. This is a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation, and release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages the universe wants to share with the collective today, please. What do we need to know? What is happening with this person? What is going on here? I have loved you since the moment I first saw you. You are so beautiful. You're all I've ever wanted. Yeah, so your person fell in love with you at first sight, or that's what it seems here, and that's what they're saying. And what I'm hearing is that you took their breath away when they first saw you, and you just surprised them. They weren't expecting to meet someone like you. You really shocked them with who you are in a very good way. It wasn't a shock in a bad way. It was a beautiful surprise that this person felt when they first saw you. They thought that you were beautiful inside and out. They thought that you were amazing, a great communicator. You made them laugh. You were mesmerizing, enchanting, intriguing as well. And your person is saying here, when I first saw you, I fell in love. And I felt that spark in that moment. And what about you guys? You guys watching the reading? Did you guys feel it as well? Did you feel that love at first sight spark when you first met your person? Because they are acknowledging here that they felt it, and they may not have allowed it to carry on, or then they built walls around their heart so they weren't expressive of this love for you. But you are all this person has ever desired, is what they're saying here. And you took their breath away. And you know what, guys? What they're saying is you still take their breath away. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What is happening here? What do we need to know, please? From the very first moment I looked into your eyes, I knew we belonged together like yin and yang. What did you guys experience when you first looked into your person's eyes? What did it feel like to you? Because what they're saying here is they felt something. They knew in that moment, again, that spark, that love at first sight moment. But what is that truly? It is about your souls recognizing each other from another time and place. That is what that love at first sight click is. Yes, there's amazing chemistry. Yes, there's a spark. Yes, it was like you were on fire for each other in that moment. When you looked into each other's eyes, you could see into the depth of each other's souls, and your person is acknowledging this. And they're also saying that in that moment as well, they knew that you belonged together like yin and yang. And what is yin and yang? It is about divine feminine and divine masculine. And it is the yin-yang energy in all of us as well. And your person allowed their energy, their yin-yang energy within themselves to get out of balance, which is what allowed them to create all of the problems in this relationship. But they are saying here, in that first moment, we looked into each other's eyes. That was it. They knew, just like you did. And, you know, I really feel like your person is ridiculous for not moving forward in this connection with you, because this connection that you have with each other, this relationship is so very powerful, because it is about the yin-yang. It is about your divine union. But your person will get it here. Do not lose hope that they're going to be able to continue to deny this connection or resist the growth or resist this love, because when the universe comes calling, it says, hey, you, it is time to wake up. And that is what is happening for your person now. They may have run from this connection and run from growing up and ran from the changes that they were going to have to make in their lives. In that moment the two of you first met, they knew something was different. Something was forever going to be different. Changed forever. But they can't run from that forever. When the universe comes calling and knocking on our door and saying, hey, You have to change now. We have to change. And that is what is happening for your person. They are growing up so that they can be the partner who can be everything and more that you have ever wanted or desired. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear, please? I'm fantasizing about you. Well, we can't really go into great detail about that. You still take my breath away. See, we already told you about how you've taken this person's breath away. You're the only one who can turn me on like that. What this person is saying here is, well, you turn them on in more ways than one. And it's not just about the passion that's here between you. It is about everything, the essence of who you are. It is about how you communicate with them, how you laugh together, the jokes you share with them, the way you look at them, the way you put your hand on their shoulder, your hand on their leg, how you hold hands with each other. Your person can just think about you, actually, which is why they're saying here, I'm fantasizing about you. They just think about you and they can be turned on, because this connection between the two of you defies any kind of logic or any kind of explanation that even I can present. But your person is saying here, you take my breath away. You're the only one I want. We belong together like yin and yang. I fell in love with you at first sight, and I have been head over heels in love with you ever since that moment we first met. And you are the one I love. You are the one I desire. You are the one I need. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear, please? What do we need to know about this person? What is happening here? What do we need to know? I feel like an idiot for letting you go. Well, yes, I do feel your person feels foolish for allowing this connection between the two of you to fall apart the way that it did, although it was probably primarily due to their actions, their words, their behaviors, for creating the problems in this relationship that they created through their self-sabotage, through their fear, creating arguments and perhaps blaming you for the arguments, blaming you for other things as well. Perhaps they even gaslighted you. All of this was their knee-jerk reactions to their fears. Now, I am not making excuses for them. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just explaining to you guys why they did it. Because they weren't ready for what they felt in that moment when they were looking into your eyes. And although they did fall head over heels in love for you in that moment, they also knew that their life was going to be forever different. And they weren't ready for the change. They weren't ready for the growth. And so they ran, they bolted, they denied the connection, they thinking that they could run from the changes and growth that was going to have to happen in their life. But no, like I already said, when the universe says it's time for you to change, you've got to change. And you can either do it willingly by accepting the life lessons and going through the growth and becoming a better person and becoming more spiritually aware and being more authentic, or the universe is going to drag you kicking and screaming through those lessons by turning up the heat, by dropping some karma on your head, by making life more difficult. The universe gets our attention in many ways, and they will turn on that heat and they will say, well, it's time for you to change, or how do you like this? And so your person is acknowledging here, yes, I was not ready to change, and I feel stupid for letting you go, and I shouldn't have done that. However, what I'm hearing is, what they're saying is, I needed to let you go so that I could grow up, so I could be the partner you need me to be, so I could be all you would ever want in your life. That is what this person is saying right now. So even though this separation at the moment is really difficult for you guys, and my heart goes out to you because I know it's really hard because you want to be with them, this separation is giving them the growth they need. This is where it all happens. And this is the hardest part of the journey. But guys, you are almost through it. You're almost to the other side of this difficult part of the journey. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is going on here? What does the universe want to share with us? I'm longing to hold you again. Well, of course they are. They want to do more than hold you, but I'm not going into that. When I finally do, I never want to let you go ever again, and they won't. You are my forever. So as we were talking about how this separation was necessary for your person to go through the growth, and they were having to go through it whether they liked it or not, the universe was dragging them through it, and yes, that is truly what happens in these kind of situations. It is giving your person the growing up, the maturity, and the stability that they need so that they can be this partner where you can be in this balanced place like yin and yang. Having a balanced relationship takes work, and that takes both of you working for building this relationship. Your person wasn't ready for the work, they weren't ready for the growth, they weren't ready for the changes. It's really not about you. That's not what they were running from. They were running from having to put on their big person pants and get it together and show up for you and be accountable and responsible to this relationship, to the universe, but also to themselves. But they are getting it now because your person wants to hold you again. Only this time, they won't run again. They won't flee again. They won't ghost you again because they will be in this relationship with you. They will never let you go again. You are my forever. So let's use some tarot cards now and see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know about this person? This is the Four of Swords. So yes, this tells us your person is retreated away from you at the moment. And you guys are probably, for most of you out there, not communicating right now. But this also tells us that your person is healing. They are growing. This Four of Swords is a card of looking within to do the personal growth that is necessary. So remember I said your person may be trying to run from the growth and the change and becoming more emotionally mature and aware, and also from the responsibility and accountability of this relationship. With this Four of Swords being here, it tells us that they're getting it done. They're doing what they need to do because this Four of Swords is about looking within, inner reflection, inner work, and healing things that have held them back and prevented them from growing up and being accountable to you and to this relationship. But as well, this is about them being disconnected for most of you at the moment in terms of communication. This is sort of like a little bit of isolation here, retreated away. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective want to share with us? What do we need to know about this person? What do we need to hear, please? Well, this is the Star. I love the Star. However, we are going to have to cover her with a post-it. For those of you who are new to the channel, if a card comes up that has images on it that show nudity, although this does look very cartoon-like and you can't tell anything, we still cover it up because we don't want to upset the YouTube people, the YouTube gods and goddesses, okay? Now the Star is, again, a card of healing. That is interesting that that came next to that Four of Swords. So your person is doing what they need to do. That is what is happening here. The Star is ruled by Aquarius. So if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Aquarius, this can be a place of validation that there's a message in this reading for you. You don't have to be Aquarius, though, for this reading to work or resonate with you. These readings are for the collective, and they are for all signs. The Star tells us that your person acknowledges that you are the one for them. That is the meaning of the star, saying, yes, I fell in love with you when I first saw you. I fell head over heels in love with you. It was love at first sight, and this star card supports that as well. It's also a card of hope, saying you have reason to be hopeful and optimistic about the connection with your person, because they are dealing with and healing what they need to in order to show back up for you and hold you in their arms forever. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is happening here? The Knight of Wands. Well, someone's going to charge onto the scene and get things all stirred up here. That is the energy of that Knight of Wands. Kind of like the Tasmanian devil, zooming in, getting everything moving, and then the two of you kind of like riding off on this horse together. The Knight of Wands is a fire sign, so if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, again, a place of validation that there may be a message in this reading for you. You don't have to be a fire sign or Aquarius for this reading to work or resonate. They are collective. This Knight of Wands energy is determined. The Knight of Wands energy gets things moving because they start talking as well. All knights like to talk, and your person is going to show up with the energy of this Knight of Wands. Now, it is the energy of the card. It is not the gender of your person or their sign. It is the actual meaning of this card. Swift movement coming at you all of a sudden, out of nowhere, getting up off this bed, well, it looks like a bed here, and charging towards you because they know that you're the one for them. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What messages does the universe want to share with us, please? Well, this is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is about someone who has momentarily walked away, someone who has gone into this place of running, of silence, of disconnect here. But the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups is about the missing one returning. So this is about your person coming back. They've had to go off and learn these lessons and have this healing, because this Eight of Cups is all about learning the life lessons, figuring things out, going through that spiritual growth. Remember, I said the universe was going to drag them through it if that is what they had to do to get them to have this growth. But it's happening with this Eight of Cups because it is about leaving the known for the unknown. And what is unknown to your person? The spiritual growth and transformation that they need to have, the personal growth, the growing up, being accountable, being responsible, and being all in this relationship with you. That is the energy of the Eight of Cups. Someone who is getting their act together. They just had to leave the scene or leave this connection momentarily in order to make that happen. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What is happening in this connection? What do we need to know? What is happening here? The Eight of Wands. Well, the Eight of Wands is all about getting things moving, very much like that Knight. So I feel that what this is telling us is that after this disconnect that you are currently in with your person, in this no contact space that comes with that Four of Swords, because your person is acknowledging here that, yes, I have loved you since the moment I first saw you. You are so beautiful with this Star card. You are the one. I know you're the one. I need to do something about it. Boom. They're going to show up on the scene and start changing things here, because this Eight of Wands is all about sudden change, just like that Knight of Wands, making things different, showing back up and doing what it takes to be this partner who will hold you in their arms and never let you go, because that is what your person desires here. The Eight of Wands is also a card of communication, two-way communication. So if it has been a while since you've had communication from this person, if there's been no text, no phone call, no whatever, anything, this is about them reaching out and communicating with you, initiating that communication, because they know here the ball is in their court, because they are becoming accountable and responsible, because they are growing up with this Eight of Cups energy here. This is about them bouncing that ball over to you, into your court, to see what you are going to do, to see if you are going to respond. And they are hoping like hell that you are going to respond to them, because they can see, especially with that Eight of Cups card, that they didn't treat you the way they needed to treat you, that they should have treated you with more respect, with more love. They should have been responsible to you, to this relationship, to the universe. So they are really hopeful here that you are going to give them a chance to make their way back into your life. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? Okay, guys, so it is going to be a too sticky reading today. There could be more. I have no idea, because I never know what's going to come out. Romance. It's a shame I have to cover this, because it's actually a beautiful image, but parts of it are uncovered. Your person has romance on their mind, and they have romance in their heart as well. It is not just about this fantasizing stuff. It is about the love that they feel for you. In order for this person to acknowledge here, especially with this Star card, that you are the one for them, that is definitely also about this person acknowledging that they have such deep love for you as well. Because how could you be the one if this love wasn't here? Sorry for the thudding, guys. I'm moving cards around on the table, actually, because they're all stacked all around this little tiny space that you see. So your person wants romance with you. This isn't about a friendship. They don't want to be friends with you. Well, they want to be friends, lovers, and partners, certainly. But they don't just want this to be a platonic friendship. Their feelings for you are deeper than that. And you don't want to be stuck in the friend zone either. So if this person ever suggests to you, well, let's be friends right now, and then, you know, we can see what develops later, it is really in your best interest to cut that off and not do the friend zone thing. Because once you get in that friend zone, it is really hard to get out of it. And they need to feel what it's like to not have your energy, your presence, and your love in their life. This is about your person wanting a romance with you, a romantic relationship. Because if they just wanted to be friends, they would be your friend now. And they would talk to you, they would text you, they would hang out with you. You guys would have plans with each other, right? But because it's beyond just friendship, because the feelings they have for you are so deep, it is only about romance with this person. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? Alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. Okay, guys, are you trying to do something to bring more financial stability into your lives? Are you thinking about changing jobs, changing careers, doing something different? This is a message for you, first of all. Whatever you do right now, you can turn it into gold. So if you're thinking perhaps about starting your own business, doing something in addition to your job that's sort of like a part-time gig kind of thing, especially with the holiday season coming up, this is saying that this could be a good opportunity for you to gain some extra money, some better financial security and stability. But alchemy is what? Alchemy is chemistry. We have to think of alchemy as what it really is. Like in medieval times, they would try to turn lead into gold, right? Using all of these concoctions, all of these liquids and herbs and ground up stones and all of this other stuff, and these steaming labs that were buried underneath castles. That is what alchemists do. So what is alchemy truly? It is about the blending of your essences and the blending of your souls. And your person also saying here, our chemistry is off the chart, which is why I fantasize about you all the time, but it's also why I know you're the one for me and why I fell in love with you at first sight in that moment that we were standing there. This basically is telling us that your person sees that this chemistry, this alchemy that's between you is a very strong foundation and a very strong connection that you share, and that they see that you are gold in their life. And they will be treating you like that precious metal, that precious gold, as the two of you have this opportunity to start talking and spending time together again. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to know? What do we need to know about this person and this connection? What is happening here? Happy family. Okay, guys, so this probably is not going to resonate with everyone, but your person is saying here they see long-term with you is what this really means. It doesn't necessarily mean that you guys need to have a family. Not everyone wants a family. Not everyone can have a family, but it could also indicate bringing your fur baby families together, your pet families together to live under one roof, because that is what this is really saying here. It is about longevity. It is about long-term partnership in this connection with you and your person. And this beautiful rainbow, a symbol of hope, saying there is reason for you to be optimistic about what is happening with this person, because they are going through the growth and change that they need to go through. They are becoming the person they need to become, and you do need them to go through this alchemy themselves. Remember, alchemy is about the transmutation of lead into gold. So it is about your person as well, transforming, evolving, and changing. So your person needs to get it together here and show up for you. But that is what this is saying. They will come at you with more energy and more love than you have seen, because they don't like how it feels. They feel like an idiot for not having you in their life. You were the one thing that brought them hope, joy, happiness, love. You lifted them up. You made them feel better about themselves. You boosted their confidence. And you understood them better than anyone ever has. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear, please? What do we need to know? Plan ahead. Well, this I really feel is about your person. It says prepare for a rainy day and stay flexible, but it is about the plan that your person is weaving in their mind. I'm going to put it down right there because that lifting yellow post-it is making me crazy. I'm just afraid it's going to blow off at any moment. This is about the plan your person is putting in place. And when they have figured this out, they're going to come zooming at you. And your person is saying here, yes, I should have done things differently in the past. At least this is what I'm hearing. I owe you so much better than what I gave to you. You gave me so much. I didn't return back to you the love that you gave to me. And I do feel a lot of guilt for that. And I'm so sorry I couldn't be this person that you needed me to be back then. But I didn't have my act together. But I'm getting it together because I'm changing, growing, and transforming. And when I make my way back to you, you will see that I can be this person who will never let you go, who will never leave you again, because you are my forever love. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear today, please? What is going on? Love stories. Communicating, well, wouldn't that be great? and saying what needs to be said. For so many of you guys out there, I do feel your person needs to say many words that need to be said, like, I'm sorry, I blew it, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have abandoned this relationship, I shouldn't have run away, I shouldn't have let my fears get in the way. This is what I'm hearing anyway. I shouldn't have doubted this love. I shouldn't have doubted you. I shouldn't have misjudged you. Your person has so much to say to you, and it's not just about this apology that needs to come pouring out of them. It's other things as well. It is about this truth talk. And what is their truth? Their truth is they've always loved you, that they fell in love with you from the moment they first saw you, head over heels in love with you, actually. And for some of you watching the reading, perhaps this person did share that with you. Perhaps those were conversations that you had with this person. And they shared their love for you. They were expressive of it. But for many of you, your person didn't tell you how they feel. And this is what needs to be said. This is what your person needs to say to you. It's the words that need to come out of their mouth. And then they need to back that up by what they do. And that is how they're going to make this way back to you, coming at you with all the energy of that Knight of Wands, because this person knows that you belong together, like yin and yang. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What is going on today, please? What do we need to know about this person? What do we need to know? Sweet home. Home sweet home is what I want to say. Home sweet home. And home is where the heart is. And you are your person's home and you are their heart, and they want to have this home with you because they have always loved you. This is about making a good home life or settling down, very much like that happy family card, right? Again, you guys don't have to be having a family or planning a family for this reading to work for you, because this is about lasting love. This is about long-term partnership, marriage. This is about a relationship that goes the distance. This is about a relationship where you will never let each other go ever again, at least not for this lifetime or for any other lifetime after that. I'm hearing that as well. So yeah, so this is about your person saying here, we belong together. I blew it. We belong in union. I need to fix it. I need to communicate what I've been holding back. I need to share that with you and bring it all out in the open with you and put it all out on the table so we can talk about it, so I can see if you're willing to forgive me for being an idiot and letting you go and blowing this amazing connection that we have. And see if you're willing to let me hold you in my arms again, because you are my life. You are my love. You are the one that I want to be with. And I have only ever desired you in this relationship. And I'm so sorry for blowing it, but I just wasn't grown up enough. But I am growing up. I am doing what needs to be done. I might have run from these life lessons and run from becoming the adult and resisted the change and everything else because I wasn't ready. But I'm doing it now. And when I show back up for you, I'm going to show you how I am different, how I have transformed, and how I have grown up. Which is what you guys need to see, actually, from this person. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is going on with this person and this connection? Radiant love. That looks like a heart that is on fire, doesn't it? In a little bit of a way. This is some sort of like wire heart thing, or maybe it's a leaf. I can't really tell. It's in some sort of twig with leaves attached to it, but there is this light that shines from within this heart. And this is your person's heart being on fire for you. In that moment, the two of you first met. Remember, we talked about that spark going off. Flick, there it goes. We talked about your person's heart opening and feeling this love, feeling them. Yes, and that is what has happened for your person. You create positivity and warmth together. This is about being happy together in love and being optimistic. And that star card is also a card of optimism, as well as this happy family with that rainbow. It says to be optimistic about this relationship with your person. That is what this reading is saying, because your person is acknowledging here that the only thing that truly matters anymore to them is getting this relationship with you back on track to the place where it needs to be, so the two of you can rebuild this relationship and get it moving, with the two of you coming into this powerful union with each other. I'm moving the cards around, guys, because I'm going to put some more cards out here, and it's just going to make more sense if we do it like this. There we go. So your person sees this future with you. They're all about home sweet home and happy family, if that is something the two of you have talked about. But your person knows here more than anything, they need to start talking, and they need to start expressing their love for you in order to get to this home sweet home, lasting love situation that they so very much want to have with you. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What messages does the collective need to hear for what is going on with this person and this connection, please? Hammer. Okay. Well, hammers are used in alchemy, in that kind of like turning that lead into gold kind of thing. But this is more important than that. This is about sabotage and rebuild. This is about your person knowing that they need to rebuild this relationship with you, but also acknowledging that they sabotaged the relationship, that they created the problems because they weren't ready to grow up. But it also tells us they're going to be persistent. When we talked about that Nine of Wands, we talked about your person being determined. And yes, this will be the energy of your person coming back to you. You will see a determination in them that will not let up, because your person wants to repair this relationship. They are working on themselves. For many of you right now, they're all in different stages of transformation and change, because all of you are on different journeys, and then the connection is also a different journey in and of itself. But they are working on themselves so that they can work on this relationship. And this is what they need to do to get back to you. This is about rebuilding and repairing. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is happening here? What does the collective need to know? Wedding rings. Well, yes, union and marriage. We saw that with this sweet home card. Soul connection, everlasting love, and devotion. And this card here, I'm longing to hold you again and never let you go, because you are my forever. That is an everlasting love, right? And whether you guys choose to get married or not is very similar to this happy family situation. It is all about what resonates. Not everyone wants to get married. Some people do, some people don't. The bottom line with this card is about soul connection and everlasting love and commitment and long-term partnership and being with each other for the long haul, which is what your person has already claimed here several times in this reading. Hi, Morgana. So let's see what other messages the universe wants to share with us today, please. What does the collective need to know? What do we need to hear about what's going on with this person and this connection? Love. Yes, love. And your person acknowledged from the very first card that we put out here. I've loved you since the first time, well, since the first moment I saw you. And that love has been present throughout this reading. Of course, we've had to talk about your person not being ready for this love, but they feel this intense love for you. And it has always been part of their life. And even though you may be in separation from this person right now, they still feel that love. Because the love energy is flowing back and forth between your hearts. Just because there's no communication or spending time together in the 3D world, that love is still here. Come on, Morgana. But this card also mentions self-love and wholeness, and to make sure that you practice positive self-care and self-love for yourselves daily, because it's difficult being in these kind of situations where there is no contact and you missed your person and you're longing for them. Their love for you is here. It hasn't gone away. It's just that at the moment, the two of you aren't together, but they feel this affection for you. They acknowledge this attraction for you. They're still fantasizing about you. No matter how long it's been since you've been apart from each other, they still have those thoughts, and that's still something that happens for this person. But they need to return to you with unconditional love and selflessness. They need to give to you more than they ever have. And that is the energy of what is here in this reading, because your person gets it now. Remember, that Eight of Cups is about them showing up for you, a transformed and changed person, because they have a greater understanding. That is about the spiritual growth that they've been going through, and that is what leaving the known for the unknown is. It is about leaving the physical for the spiritual, not in the departing the planet kind of way, but going through the spiritual growth that is needed in order to be this partner you need them to be. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What other messages does the collective need to hear for this reading today, please? What does the universe want to share with us? Blowing a kiss. Again with the unconditional love. Okay. Well, we didn't make these cards, but we are using them today, and we're going with what the universe wants to put out. Unconditional love, giving and receiving. Fairness, and yes, your person needs to be fair to you, and they need to return this affection. But this is what they're going to do, because this is about them being selfless, giving to you, being more in this yin-yang energy with you. Remember that card said we belong together like yin and yang. From the moment I first saw you, I knew we belonged together like yin and yang. And yin and yang is about balance. So there's going to have to be equal give and take here. Only your person is going to be giving to you more than you will be giving to them, because this person feels that they need to earn the right to be back in your life for creating this chaos between you, for being unavailable to be able to go through the growth that they should have gone through before. This is why they're going to do what it takes, because your person is acknowledging throughout this reading, they fell in love with you the moment they saw you, just like you did with them. You took their breath away just like they did for you, and they have held that love. They may have kept it hidden, they may have kept it suppressed, but they have held the light, this radiant light of this love for you in their heart always. And they want to come forward here with you and start telling you what needs to be said, because they want to offer this opportunity for this relationship to go long term. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone. Morgana says goodbye as well, guys. Bye, Morgana.